Ever tasted a mead and wondered why some meads are light and crisp, while others are bold, rich, and sweet? It all comes down to style, strength, and how it's made. Whether you're new to mead or refining your next batch, this video breaks it all down. Sweetness, alcohol, serving styles, and how you bring out the best in every mead you serve. Let's jump in. To understand how sweetness and strength work in mead, you need three numbers: original gravity, final gravity, and ABV, alcohol by volume. Original gravity, or OG, is the starting sugar level before fermentation. Final gravity, or FG, is what's left once fermentation is finished. The difference between the two tells you how much sugar was turned into alcohol. If your OG and FG are both high, you have a sweet, strong mead. But if your OG is moderate and your FG is low, you'll end up with something light, crisp, and dry. Now that we understand how to measure sweetness and strength, let's talk about styles. Hydromel, or a session mead, is light and refreshing, usually around 3 to 7% ABV. Think of it like a honey-based craft cider. It's great served cold, in a stemless wine glass, or a tumbler, perfect for summer days. Standard meads fall between 7 and 14% ABV and can range from bone dry to quite sweet. Serve these lightly chilled around 50 to 55 degrees Fahrenheit. This helps the aromatics bloom while keeping the drink crisp and balanced. Sack meads are the strongest and richest, often reaching 14 to 18% ABV. High residual sugar gives them a dessert-like profile. Serve them slightly cool and at cellar temperature in a snifter to concentrate aroma and enhance the sipping experience. Those ranges help define strength and sweetness. Now let's break down actual mead types by ingredients and fermentation style, because this is where flavor really begins to diverge. Traditional mead is just honey, water, and yeast. No fruit, no spice. Its character depends almost entirely on the honey source and fermentation technique. Serve it like a white wine, lightly chilled in a proper wine glass to showcase the aroma. Melomel is a mead made with fruit. That includes subtypes like Cyser, made with apples or apple juice. Pyment, made with grapes or grape juice. Berry or stone fruit melomels, which include cherries, raspberries, peaches, and more. Fruity meads are often semi-sweet and benefit from a slight chill, around 45 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit. They pair beautifully with spicy food or grilled dishes. Use a white wine glass or flute, depending on whether it's still or sparkling. Metheglin is a spice mead. It can include herbs, roots, or warm baking spices like cinnamon, cloves, ginger, or vanilla. These meads tend to have a deeper complexity and are often semi-sweet or sweet. Serve them about 50 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit in a glass that concentrates aroma, especially like a tulip or snifter, especially if they're high ABV. Bochet is made from caramelizing the honey. The honey is heated before fermentation, creating a dark, toasty flavor with notes of toffee, burnt sugar, and roasted marshmallow. Bochet meads often are bold and sweet. Serve them closer to room temperature in a dessert wine glass and pour it like a port, just a few ounces at a time. Acerglyn blends honey with maple syrup. These meads are usually sweet and rich, making them perfect for a cold weather or dessert pairing. Serve them warm or at cellar temperature in a small tulip or snifter. Braggot is a hybrid of mead and beer, made with both honey and malt, and often hopped. Well, the hops should be subdued. These range widely in ABV and can be still or carbonated. Serve them cold or lukewarm, like a craft beer, in a pint glass or tulip, depending on the carbonation or hop profile. There are many other types of mead styles like Rhodomel, which is rose petals, Capsicumel, which includes chili peppers and often semi-sweet with heat, and many more. Now let's talk about serving practices that apply across styles. Temperature matters. Chill light and sparkly meads to 40 to 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Serve medium and standard strength meads at 50 to 55 degrees Fahrenheit. Keep rich or high ABV dessert meads between 50 and 55 degrees Fahrenheit. Avoid room temperatures. Flavors fall flat and alcohol can dominate. Now glassware counts. Stemless or white wine glasses for standard or lighter meads, champagne flutes for sparkling, and snifters for sack, Bochet, Metheglin, and other high alcohol dessert styles. Now let's talk a little about food pairings. Light and dry meads are for salads, seafood, chicken, brie-type cheese. Fruit meads like melomels are for spicy foods, grilled meats, and desserts with berries and fruits. Metheglins and Bochets are wonderful for pork, roasted root vegetables, and aged cheeses. Now, sack meads, or Acerglyn, are perfect for cheesecake, nuts, blue cheese, tarts, etc. Carbonated meads should be poured gently to preserve the bubbles. Always chill them well before serving, and use a narrow flute or tulip glass to keep the carbonation fresh and aromatic. And also, portion size is important. Hydromels, pour about 8 to 12 ounces, serve like a beer. Standard mead, 5 ounces, serve like wine. Sack and dessert meads, 2 to 3 ounces, serve like port or sherry. Now, before we wrap up, if you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more mead making strategies that actually work. And if you're ready to go deeper, grab my free ebook, Mead Making at Home Easily. It lays out my step-by-step process for crafting exceptional mead and takes the guesswork out of doing it right. If you want more, my full guide, The Practical Mead-Maker, is the resource I wish I had when I started. It covers everything like honey varieties, pH and water chemistry, off flavors, troubleshooting, flavor balance, and more in a clear, beginner-friendly format. You'll find both links in the pinned comment or in the video description, along with my recommended tools and equipment that I use every day. Have a question? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And don't miss the other videos and playlists on this channel. I walk through every step of the mead making process, from advanced techniques to dialed-in flavor, so you'll have everything you need to truly make great mead. You can find them over here. Happy mead making, and see you in the next video.